Hey there, and welcome back to Reality INspyrd with Ashley Inspyrz. My intention with Reality INspyrd is to spill the tea on our lived experience, this reality that we're living in, that we're creating. And in this moment now, I feel there is a lot of exhaustion. Everyone is tired. There is a lot of anger. There's a lot of rage. There's a lot of spiraling, feeling like we're out of control. There's a lot of devastation. There's a deep sadness in the collective field that is not going to serve us. And it is now the time, more than ever, because it's so polarizing. There's so much contrast that we truly need to embody the change that you want to see in the world. I know it's a tried and true, what do we call that? Quote, or is it an idiom? But to be the change that you want to see in the world is exactly what we need to embody right now. That means you need to find the peace within yourself, because I assume you want to find peace. That's what I'm assuming. We want to have joy. We want to have peace. We want to be resilient is coming to mind. And we want to live with ease and let life be pleasurable and have lived experiences that elevate you and that challenge you in ways that make you grow and give you a self-assuredness. That's how you embody or integrate any sort of teaching, is with those things that we have that solidify that self-assuredness within us. That's why we set goals, and we can get to those goals. And then when we get to those goals and we achieve those goals, it's like, I gotta win. And yet, we still also love instant gratification. Instant gratification's great. I want it. I'm gonna order it off of Amazon. It's gonna come to my door tomorrow. Now we get pissed if it takes 3 days. When you put in the hard work, or the focused, disciplined work, you achieve something. Something comes back to you. You get fulfilled because you did the things. You checked the boxes, and you're just like, okay, now I know if I do these things, I get this. If I do X and Y, I get Z. And I want Z. So I'm going to do X and Y so I can get there. Or you're like, it's mine, I want it now. And that is really where we get into greed. And that's where it gets a little distorted. And I can see this in many, many, many different areas of your life. Like, I work with a lot of people with eating situations, maybe like an overeater. So if you have a propensity to overeat, there is like you're instant gratification. You're like, I want it now. Instead of saying, you know what feels better is the no right now. The no feels good, because when I say no, when you say no and you mean no, instead of saying yes when you mean no, that's where we get incongruent, and that's where problems come in, and that's when we start not being right with ourselves, right? Becoming Weightless, my book, is truly all about how we get right with ourselves. And we get right with ourselves by saying agreements to ourselves. These agreements are, I'm not going to have sugar today. I'm not going to have sugar for the next week. And when I don't have sugar, and then of course the croissant comes in, and Betty brought in the donuts, and we're going out to dinner, and we're getting the dessert, and you're like, yes, 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 and you're like, oh, sugar snaps. I was supposed to say no. because now I feel like, oh, I ate sugar. You have this whole thought process that is like, oh, I ate sugar and I said I wasn't going to eat sugar, but that's okay. We knew you weren't going to actually, we knew you didn't really mean it anyway. That's like the ego that gets to be like, we're right. We knew you weren't going to do it. So that's why in my book, Becoming Weightless, we have the agreement that you sign. It is your word. And if we go back to the 4 agreements with Don Miguel Ruiz, integrity to your word is vital. That is another way you get right with yourself. So if you say you're going to do something, you have to do it. It's challenging. It's not always easy. You can say you're going to do all sorts of things and not do them. Sometimes the things fall off because they weren't the right thing, and that's okay. But when you say you're going to do something, you want to follow through, because if you don't follow through, then you're going to be in a distorted field. Your energetic signature is going to be off. You're going to start attracting, maybe liars and other things, energy that is a lower vibration, because your vibration has now shifted because you said yes when you meant no. Because you said you were going to do something and you didn't follow through and you didn't do it. That being said, with all the stuff in the world, if we zoom out, we've got wars, we've got a political landscape, especially here in the US, and there's a lot of separation, a lot of arguing, a lot of back and forth. There's trolling, like there's bullying since there's been the beginning of time. There's been wars since the beginning of time. The only thing that wins is when you keep staying right with yourself. When you keep making a choice, following through with that decision, and saying yes to you, that other stuff is going to fall away. It has no choice but to. There are players that are put in this world, like the big T in the White House. That is his job right now, is to tear us apart. It is really upsetting a lot of people, and a lot of families are being torn apart, and a lot of people are so angry, just want to talk about how mad they are that this guy is doing these things and spending our money, and they're doing UFC fights on our White House lawn, and that's what they want. He's a clone, he's a reptilian. You can go on the dark web about that stuff. I enjoy it, but he's just a guy who's there like a bully. He is there to do that thing. And it is only to challenge you, make you stronger. If you fall if you allow the deception to bring you down, to enrage you, to anger you, you are only giving them more fuel. You are adding more fuel to the fire when you allow that to mess up your little world, your orbit. You are responsible for your orbit and what you allow into your orbit. And if you are letting that BS into your orbit, it's going to fuck up your whole day. Then you're mad about it the whole day, and you wake up mad because then you turn the news on first thing in the morning. Don't do that. Don't. My algorithm doesn't have any of that. No politics, no nothing. You can accuse me of being a little too far removed from it, but that's where I want to be. I want to be out in the garden. I want to be outside playing in the water. I want to be climbing the mountain and hanging with the trees and the flowers and the bees. Those are my homies. Okay? To remove yourself from the chaos. It's a little delusional. It's going to feel a little challenging if you're feeding into the parasite. If you're feeding the parasite, think of the world, those big players, the things that are upsetting you as parasites. the more attention you give to them, the more they amplify. What happened when we decided to have a war on drugs? Everyone was getting drugs. What happened when we decided to get a war on the C word I don't like saying? Amplifies. Now everybody, like 1 in 2, 3 people have it now. Like, it's manic. I want you to take responsibility and be the antidote to the madness, to the chaos, to the disease, to the parasite. I want you to be your oregano oil, your black walnut seed. I want you to be your purifier, your cleanser, your silver, your gold. I want you to alchemize the chaos, alchemize the bullshit. It's not, you don't have to carry it. It's not directly affecting you in this moment. There's nothing you can do in this moment to change any of that. So you huffing and puffing and being pissed off about it isn't going to do anybody good. Now, on the other end, we're all a little tired. So why don't you give yourself the break? Say, you know what? I don't have to participate. I'm going to unsubscribe to this. Just this one thing today. I'm going to unsubscribe from sugar today. I'm going to unsubscribe from my CNN feed today. See what happens. Give yourself a little peace. If you don't like the reflection in the mirror, don't look in the mirror, because then you are just constantly reminding yourself of why you don't like the reflection in the mirror. It's an inside job is what I'm getting to. It comes from an internal awareness, an internal stabilizing fortitude, fortifying within yourself that you like yourself, that you are a responsible being, that you are caring, kind, compassionate, generous. You're listening. You're connecting with the person in front of you. I'm connecting with you because I feel this message is so important right now. And I only dream that it's touching you and you're hearing it and you're metabolizing it, you're chewing on it. Like, okay, now how do I stay in this place of I'm okay. I am okay. That sucks. Don't like that. But I got my heart, I got my body, I got my friends, I got my family. Okay, I'm grateful for that. I got a roof over my head, I got a pillow to sleep on, I got 4 rubber wheels that take me from hither to thither. I got a mind that works for me that's amazing. I've got a kitty cat that I love. I got family that I love. I've got little kids calling me Aunt Ash. I've got the whole world. I've got an abundance of beauty. I've got an abundance of things that satisfy me. Finding those little things. I had this thought. I walked into the studio today and I was like, oh, I want Egyptian licorice tea. It's my favorite. But I knew we were out of it in the studio. And I go over to my client. She just walked in. She's looking at her phone, doing a barcode to pay for parking. And I see the purple package, the yogi purple package of the Egyptian licorice tea. And I said, is that yours? And she said, no, I don't know where that came from. And I said, I just had the thought, I wish I had Egyptian licorice tea. I would really love to drink some. It's not mine. And I said, well, I think I am going to take it because I asked for that and that's mine. And I'm so grateful for that. So my tools for you are turn off the news, first of all. Set yourself up with some agreements. Get the book. It's $12.99 on Amazon. You can also buy it directly from me. Find the link below. And you make yourself a contract, make yourself an agreement and sign it. And then remind yourself how much you love yourself. and how abundant you are in all areas, and how happy you are of this thing working out and that thing working out, and you asked for that thing and you got it, and the gratitude and the appreciation for everything in between. The antidote is finding that joy in those middle moments. What are your thoughts in the liminal space? Are you being kind to yourself? Are you saying nice things to yourself? I love looking in the mirror. I'm not always kind when I look in the mirror, but I look in the mirror a lot. But there was a time when I couldn't look in the mirror because I was not liking what I was seeing and I wasn't being nice. So I flipped the script and I stared at myself and I said, "You're fucking beautiful. You're doing good, girl." And I was like, wow, look at this tummy. Such a flat, shapely tummy. You're in good shape. You feel good. It feels good to be in this body. This body works. This body walks, it talks, it makes choices and decisions. It works for me. I've got an endocrine system and a nervous system and all these systems. I've got intestines and things that just do all these things. My heart beats without me asking it to. What a brilliant intelligence that this body is. Be grateful for that. Give yourself grace. Be gentle, be kind to yourself and one another right now. And have statements of truth. Statements of truth are niceties that you say to yourself. They are things that you say to yourself that make you feel good. Like, I feel vital and healthy in my body. I feel abundant. I have tapped into the infinite universe trust fund. I love being a member of society. I love that we get to have these choices. Whoa, look at that. I don't want to be like that. I'm going over here. I'm going to be like that. You have choices. What are statements of truth? I love myself. I care for myself. I take good care of myself. They make them mean something to you. They can be very specific to you. I have all needs met. I have everything I need. Those are all true. Don't lie to yourself. That's not going to do you any good. It's only going to attract more liars in your life. You can be the antidote to all the chaos, and it is just by being good and right with yourself, having integrity, and saying nice things to yourself.